Hey everybody, Ace Editor Ryan here, back with another SPC Wi-Fi battle. And unfortunately, in my first recording, we had some audio issues about halfway through, and Mike started cutting out, and then there was it was just too choppy. So I was like, let's just cut it from the top, post-com, and just get this match underway versus Lincoln and the Jamaican Jolteons. I don't think I've ever battled Lincoln, so the team that we brought is just like setup plus Earthworm. So like this entire game, we're just trying to like mow through his team with by setting something up. So that's just a little bit of the taste. So just so y'all have a little bit of an idea what we're doing, trying to go through here. And his team is scary. Gothitelle scares me the most because if it traps something in a good position, it can just like calm mine and store power sweep my team. But I do have the Cacturn, so I am like immune to stored power. But still, I just don't want to give it the opportunity to set stuff up because it's very scary. He leads Jump Pluff. I had no plan for this thing going in. Obviously, it's a Jump Pluff, so we're just gonna keep going with Plan A, and that was just a Shed Tail out versus it every day of the week. But I'll do my best just to talk when and stuff's going down. So he's gonna stun spore me, which sucks, but it's fine as long as we get the Shed Tail off. Unfortunately, we don't. So stun spore right into the full para, kind of like sets a tone for this battle. Kind of a bad tone, but we'll see. We'll see what I can pull off. He's gonna go Jump Pluff. I'm just gonna keep Shed Tailing because like I need to. Like my idea is how do I not just win if I get Volcarona behind a substitute with Quiver Dance. Like against this team, it just any hard switches into Corviknight on me. So once again, probably just trying to take advantage of me, I'd imagine, or whatever have you. But we do get this sub up, and then we're just gonna think about it for a while and eventually lock in the Quiver Dance there. Definitely was weighing my options there. And when I saw this Grafai come in, I do remember I actually thought of Encore before and like immediately Googled if it went through sub or not. And then when I saw it did, I was like, well, if he has it, he has it. You know what I'm saying? So I do just go ahead and Quiver Dance again because like at +2, I think I'm like killing everything on his team. And it doesn't really matter if he does have Encore, because he's just going to outspeed me with Prankster. Well, potential Prankster. But obviously with us being at +1 speed already. So this is a bad spot for me. Not even going to lie to you. But we'll figure something out, I'm sure. My plan for the Quiver Dance after the Encore, I just wanted to scout while I still had the substitute. Because, like, if I just switch out with the sub, it literally does, like, Earthworm lost half of its health for no reason. Like, so I might as well stay in until the sub is gone was my idea behind it. But, like, it is what it is. Obviously, I have to switch out now or I risk getting crippled by something that this thing has. For no reason, because I'm Encored still. And then he just shows Super Fang. Some pretty good tech there. Does have to Hydreigon. And we're just going to try to get rocks here. Because his only removal is Corv. And we do have ways to stop Corv from defogging. We do have like offensive pressure enough where we can stop it from doing that with stuff like Volcarona. We're going to get the rocks on the Umbreon coming through. So, like, yeah, like, what's the point of us being, like, especially offensive when the Umbreon's just going to wall us? We're going to taunt the Umbreon so it can't do any of its shenanigans. So, because when's the last time you saw an Umbreon lead and just immediately attack? Never. And then he does go for Thunder Wave, so good thing we taunted there. Nothing's going to get paralyzed. And we just U-turn out into something. At this point. Like, that was like I really just brought this because it kind of handles Umbreon. It doesn't really handle it, but it takes advantage of it checking Hydreigon. So he just shows Snarl. Now, I had seen Snarl because I had watched one of his battles, so I kind of expected it. Which I think before I settled on that Hydreigon. I think I did like a Dragon Dance set before, but bad. Dragon Dance Hydreigon, come on now. We're going to switch into Volcarona here, and the reason I switch into Volcarona is because he showed that his switch into Earthworm earlier was Corviknight. So I'm really hoping this double goes well for us. And he does go Corviknight exactly as planned, so fantastic double on our part. I really love that we were able to call that. Now this, I'm really debating on how to take advantage of it, whether I Quiver Dance or Fiery Dance, but eventually I just lock in the Fiery Dance. I figure like he probably switches into Grafaiai on me, so I had pretty much settled on attacking into this thing the next time I saw it. We do see the Fire Dance come out, just body Scorv. If he expected a Quiver Dance there, I pretty much thought he U-turned there. Like, I pretty much settled on that during the battle. Like, oh, he probably thought the Quiver Dance was covering, so he just U-turned, planned to go out into Grafaiai, Encore again. But we do remove Corviknight, which is great, because like any hazards we throw up are going to stay. We still have Rocks up from Hydreigon, and we do have Spikes with Earthworm as an option. Since we've already Shed Tail, that's pretty much all it lives to do is come out and Spike versus his team. Like, his team isn't offensive, so it just doesn't have a way to blow Earthworm back, even at like 63 HP, as you'll see. Steel Beam was specifically if we get trapped by Gothitelle, we have a way to kill ourselves without getting set up on. Before the move was Body Press, and I just didn't think... Body Press just does nothing against his team if I can't boost. You know what I'm saying? And even then, I'm still gonna... Like, Quagsire can be annoying, you know? So obviously he can't status an already status Pokemon. He's going to Strength Sap to get back up to full HP, but I'm literally just interested in getting up as many layers of spikes before I die. Unfortunately, I do get fully paralyzed there on that turn. Earthworm had some real bad luck in this match, but it still did put in some work. It eats acrobatics for days. Like, I think this was revealed double status with Strength Sap and Acro by this point. So it has nothing to hit me with. So I just get as many spikes as I can. We do get one layer. The second para means that we only get one layer, but that's fine. It's 12%, dude. Like, that first spike really is the most important one in my opinion. And like, I remember here I was trying to debate whether or not to save Earthworm for differential, because a lot of Lyncoln's matches do go down to time. But I just go for the safe play and just let Earthworm die there. I go out to Hydreigon. I didn't have much of a plan for this thing. I was kind of like bluffing is kind of what I'm doing. Like, I've revealed 3 moves. But hopefully, like, for all he knows, I could be Fire Blast on this thing. Now, he does Terra here, so that definitely tells me he was afraid of a super effective move coming in Jump Pluff, but Jump Pluff's not exactly bulky. Like, honestly, I would imagine a Dark Pulse from max special attack Timid Hydreigon still does quite a bit to a Jump Pluff of any type. That doesn't resist me, but obviously he's Rock Terra, so it's going to be a Rock Terra type. He does get the Sleep Powder on me. I guess he also could have just been tearing for defensive checks into Volcarona later, maybe? I don't know. Because, like, he can switch into a Fiery Dance, probably, if he's a rock type. But we just switch out there. Mainly because we just want to keep that thing. We want to keep a Pokemon that's asleep on our team. So he can't just keep spamming Sleep Powder, because he is very fast. And our team is very setup heavy, so obviously Sleep Powder is a problem for everything not named Cacturn. But unfortunately, this Pokemon has Acrobatics, which only really threatens Cacturn. But we do send Bundle out here, and I'm just praying for the Hydro Pump to hit. He has no switch into it, so we'll just see. He didn't bring Quagsire, which I get, because literally all of my Pokemon have that setup have some way to beat Quagsire. So, like, what was Quagsire doing? Like, I get that. Like, Lincoln's a good battler in his own play style, because he can figure out... because the way you normally approach Lincoln's team and team building is like a good way to lose, in my opinion, because he can trick you into something, you lose him on, and then he just outbulks you all the way to the 20-minute timer and gets the win, which obviously I didn't want to happen. Now, we get the kill on the Grafaiai with Hydro Pump, and then the Gothitelle comes in. Now, Gothitelle's kind of scary, to be honest, because I really don't know what's the roles with Choice Specs Hydro Pump into this thing. If it's fully Spadef, it might be able to start Calm Minding up and setting up on me for all I know, but I can't do anything in this situation besides click Hydro Pump, and yo, I get lucky. I hit 2 in a row. I can't run Hydro Pump the rest of the season. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I can run Hydro Pump the rest of the season after hitting 2. But we do get Mirror Coated and die, which I'm actually cool with, because it means we don't get trapped and set up on. Which, you know, it is what it is. And we've got Gothitelle really low, so picking it up with something like Volcarona could be really good. Picking up the kill, I mean. So, this is kind of a misplay here, looking back at it. But I was like, oh, he probably could save this, even at, like, what? It's at, like, 48, 49%? He could still save this. So I Quiver Dance on it, and unfortunately I end up getting Thunder Waved, when I really could have just Bug Buzzed. So very unfortunate. We get the Volcarona paralyzed, but good play on his part. Because, like, Bug Buzz is hitting everything pretty hard. Like, I think our spread, we were max HP with some speed and some special attacks. So we were strong. I think we were, like, modest as well. We didn't need extra speed on Volcarona this week. So now that we're paralyzed, I'm kind of thinking about what to do here. And unfortunately, at this point, I think I forgot that he had Terra'd, because I lock in Giga Drain on this Gothitelle, and I think that was only for if he Terra rocked into, like, some move. I don't know what I don't know what I thought he would go for, to be honest with you. I was a little distraught by the Volcarona getting paralyzed there, and wasn't quite sure about what my next course of action should be. But the Tinkaton comes out, it gets hurt by spikes and rocks, so, like, great value out of that. We get a little bit of chip with Giga Drain, just a little bit. And unfortunately, this Tinkaton, being a Tinkaton, is probably going to outspeed me, even if I'm at +1. And eventually we're just going to go with the Terra Grass, because I figure this thing has a rock move. And I just figure, okay, it's going to click a rock move, and I'll just Fiery Dance here. If he'd have called it and Gigaton Hammer, that would have been a great play. I don't know if that kills or not. It's a Tinkaton. It's not super strong, but it is a Gigaton Hammer into a thing that doesn't resist. Rock Slide does come out. Crits us into a flinch. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate, because if we didn't get fully paired, this thing was definitely dead. But, like, you know, I just feel like how much mileage was Volcarona really getting by being paralyzed? You know what I'm saying? And it's a Tinkaton. We have counterplay. It's not the best because, unfortunately, everything we have left dies to Play Rough. So I kind of get the blinders on and go into Cacturn here as a misplay. So I recover, sack the Hydreigon. We try to recover here. Now, the Hydreigon being gone does suck, because that means Jump Fluff Sleep Powder is going to be back online. And it'll outspeed both of my mons that are left. So I literally just have to get lucky. I just have to get lucky. But we're going to go out to Quarked Up here. And I love this Pokemon. It's so bulky. Because, like, I remember I was calcing, like, Play Rough into this thing, and, like, we actually, like, take it decently well. Only being max HP as well. Poor Tinkaton. It really needs, like, 92 attack. You know what I'm saying? Just give it, like, 20 more attack. It's fine. Just let this thing be a monster. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we were Terra Blast to Terra Grass on Quagsire, blow it away. With Belly Drum, if this thing got set up, it pretty much tore through his team like toilet paper. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, Drain Punch? Drain Punch into his team was just bad news, man. Citrus Berry just to get HP back. We're gonna Drain Punch into this Tinkaton, and it's gonna be like we never took that Play Rough almost. So Tinkaton's down. He's going to send out Gothitelle. Yeah, this is scary, but Gothitelle isn't exactly known for its crippling offenses. And it's going to take more Spike and Rocks damage. And then Thunder Punch should just kill this thing. Psychic comes off from the Gothitelle. Does a lot. Does a healthy chunk. But then we just wrap up the Gothitelle. We are quite a bit Spadef this week. Like, I think I had to be, like, max HP, like, 140 Spadef, and then the rest into attack with, like, Adamant Nature. Because, like, Belly Drum, like, I just didn't need the extra attack. Jumpluff's going to come out here. And we should live in Acrobatics for days. But the problem is the Sleep Powder. We kind of have to get lucky. The Sleep Powder does hit. Very unfortunate there. Very, very, very unfortunate. But if we wake up, which we do have a solid chance to, like, y'all, you guys know, first turn wake ups are definitely a thing in Pokemon. So hopefully we can get lucky here. We take the Acrobatics. We take a little bit less than half, I think. Just a little bit less than half. And we're going to wake up, Drain Punch. Jumpluff is going to be gone. We're going to get a sizable little chunk of HP back. That's what I'm saying. If this thing just can keep recovering health, there's like no way his team can really bust through it. Umbreon's going to come out, and that's just Drain Punch fodder. It's going to take more chip. He does reveal it as Snarl again. Now we just pack up the Umbreon. So we get a nice 2-0, which is pretty impressive versus Lyncoln, I must say. The way he builds, he doesn't really get games like that very often. So, very close match. I know he was super hype with how close this one came out. So I'm glad that he had a really good time battling him, because I did too. See you guys next week.